the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Derek Wolfe that time, the one who got in there to make the play.
At the 36-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
To throw, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's taken down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Shreds the tackle. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Mayfield on play action. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Browns 14, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson rolling to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down, Raven.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now parking for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Down Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down
for Marquise Brown.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And a Raven 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Down Baltimore.
Jackson on 1st down. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Ravens.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Jackson will throw again to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former 1st-round pick there defensively.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Jackson throwing once more. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Second and 3.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Wide open, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Chubb on the counter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram.
To Mark Ingram.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go.
Mayfield off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
16 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw again is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Browns 28, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Mayfield on play action. Finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Pernell
McPhee in there on the stop.
On the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35, Ravens 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch. made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jacob Phillips brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Good game. Keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 39 on third. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.